As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts.
I'd say.
Estevez to team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to. Oh shit!
Ma'am, what's going on? Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Scratch? No. Whoa.
Belay that order. Shit. Where's the fucking elevator?
Good question. Map updated. Current key car access. Marmon's where are they? Experiment in progress, probably downstairs. Need to get to sublevel 5, the lake house, LW, Project Ramos. Then Bank J, Marmont, involves paintings. Project Arbiters led by D, Marmont. Wake manuscript pages and Wake involved. Emergency sick shelter. Well, this changed quickly. Painting production.
What the fuck was that?
Something is inside here. Fuck you, people. Fuck you, game. You're gonna jump scare me, I know. Research order. As the lake house continues to make progress toward its goal, various research avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form, has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Golden Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated to ongoing research across the lake house, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Note: Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned, and they will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the lake house. Any exposure risk related to performing conventional work outside the facility's premises have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, Diana Marmont, Jules Marmont. Threshold linking experiment progress report by Jules. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of Redacted continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that successful connection will be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject B to adjust the reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that Threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant level of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend and data we have gathered over the years. A If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. How the hell do you do that? For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by subject P, while no pieces of this have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages. This proven status per utilitarian makes this work a more suitable research material. This be a shelter? Oh, we can save here. I'm gonna save and take a small break. In a momento. There's bathroom. This is a scary place. And the scary music. Oh, darling!
Dr. Darling?
Yeah. Can I wanna see.
Okay, doesn't do a damn thing without power.
How do we get power? Can I see anyone in there? Founder? Scared me. Excuse me. Well, that's not normal. Is there an invisible enemy? That was not... I thought like I touched something and things flew, but they kept flying and now I think that was poltergeist and not just game physics being weird. Now. Can I actually? No, I'll regret it. I don't know which side I should move from. Now they're gonna try to jump scare me. And they will succeed. Most likely. But I would like to avoid it. If it can be helped at all.
Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
So we need to find a core. Pick up power core. Align power core with the receiving socket. Insert power core. Where do we find a power core? What is what does it look like? Oh. Oh. And that was wet paint. I don't like none of these options for progression. And I don't like that the paint monsters that we probably gonna meet here are making this slithery wet noises, which are like, you know, like the word moist. They're just disgusting and very uncomfortable. The only reason I think it's gonna be paint monsters is because we saw one on the painting. I haven't actually saw one in person yet. I haven't actually seen one in person yet. What is English? Where is English? How do you English? And I have to take the core probably over there and carry it all the way. Yes, power core storage, of course. And carry it all the way through the scary room.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
Where? Where is weapon? And this is the core. I'm blind. Find a way to get the gun, okay. Now that.
Can't open it from the side.
Yeah, I think first order of business is carry the core. Well, first order is read the thing.
Jules's keycard. Could be useful.
Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On totally unrelated note, I now have level 3 clearance card in my office plus a lot of black rock. Been bringing the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next steps. Weapon test using black rock powder. If successful, may send schematics to offset teams and you could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more application to black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at OH Old House who has tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name.
wish they'd make these things lighter.
Please don't attack me while I'm doing this.
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
I took a wrong turn. Just gonna take a wrong turn. I can't. Put it down. Oh, it's gone. The thing is gone. I'm so ticking.
At least the elevator's back.
Oh no, it's still there. Okay, it scared me. But still, there was definitely something slithering. I'm freaking myself out more than the game. Show yourself already so I know that what I'm dealing with. No, you're there. For frick's sake. Oh.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Doctors Marmot?
Mm-hmm.
While I'm here, I want to focus on the
Did
relationship
he went missing
between
here?
the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things
Interesting
we
theory.
need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred.
Mm-hmm.
To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers.
Data.
And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very exciting non-physical forces impacting.
To create Hedron.
No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
I'm slightly confused by the timeline.
The Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. playing with paranatural forces. It never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
Slightly confused on the timeline of Darling's involvement and disappearance, because he's involved here and he met Zane, but okay. Fine day. Hello. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have bought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of Project Ramos can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. While other staff should visit the other Dr. Mermon's office to see if she brought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased their delicious pecan-filled pies. Fall. I would eat some pie. Sensitivity reminder. Hello. A gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is health risk and should be avoided to everyone's safety. Thank you, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Pages request. Harry, do not release any of those pages. Tell Diana and those fools on Project Arbutus that we misplaced them. Unfortunate filing accident. Tell them we are confident the pages will resurface in 2 or 3 weeks, but we are too busy making progress to look for them right now. Be sure you say that we are making progress just as I wrote it above. Regards. Ooh, he's so nasty. Attention, missing Blackrock. Attention all staff. There's a significant amount of Blackrock missing from sub-level 5. Expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we'll fix the problem. Blackrock is precious material. We only have so much of it now, with the oldest house being closed. Hallucinations. No. You. Where are you? Come out already. So I can stop being freaked out. I just don't like how it blocked my side here. I wonder if there's like a menu. Let's swift container. Power core. Whoever wrote this music this very specific music for background music for this area is a mean person. Mean, nasty.
If you can understand me. It never fucking works. This isn't working.
Okay. How am I supposed to deal with them? Bullets not working, light not working. How am I supposed to deal with them? If you tell me I cannot kill them and I have to run away from them every single time, I'm giving up.
No effect.
Come back. There's one genre of... Where's the second one? There. One genre of horror games that I cannot stand, or horror game mechanics that I absolutely cannot stand, is when you can only run away from them
I can't even face them.
and you cannot do anything.
Good. Maybe a flashbang?
Do I have a flashbang? What am I expected to do in this situation? Okay. Nice to meet you too. I mean, I wasted some both lights and bullets on them, so I don't know. Also, why give me a gun if I can shoot them? That's even worse. Question is... No, they're still there. But... I don't have anything. Do I like need to try to run away? He's like right next to me. I'm not missing anything in this room, am I? I don't have flashbangs. Okay. Did waste a lot of ammo. That was not good. I think they're kind of too fast for me. Let's go do the... Is he blocking my exit again? No? Oh shit. There's a door there.
My keycard isn't high enough clearance.
I need level 2 key card, which I don't have. Which means we're going here, I guess.
What the fuck were those things?
Nothing I want to deal with. Probably more of them down here.
Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me shoot things.
You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Find the source, collapse this.
Mirror, please hold. Please hold. Please
Now where
hold.
am I?
Please hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned.
First,
So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings fuse crude.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now.
No. Okay.
Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
Is it gonna change as well? Page development. Blood. Always a good sign. Let's see. ATD Chief Technician. Refinement process. REATD output on calibration. The automated typing device ATD will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake. Known para-utilitarian with the goal of affecting reality with some consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. Same consistency. Wow. To research this level of authenticity, each page produced by ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in Lake House's possession as reference. Tone. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in Lake House's possession as reference. Content. The page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing, using pages in Lake House's possession as reference. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into algorithm and preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD and would provide effectively gaining control of Wake's ability link with the Shadow's power. What kind of evil Gen AI are they building? It is basically Gen AI. You feed Alan Wake's writing into it and you say, hey, produce me pages that's gonna be the same and generate me pages that's gonna be the same and content style and tone. Fuck that.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Huh. Is that actual Alan Wake page or is it the Gen AI Alan Wake page? Horsebrand. Sentence 12:1. The code has one word or two generated. Style contains dialogue, clipped phrasing, third person, omniscient, broad timeline. Ben and Jules Brown has been once team. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? Story concept Mormon. Diana Jules, the BC Lake House conflict water dark.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
He would be the presence we met at 4-2, I guess. Character-centric Lane, past tense, clip phrasing, adjective usage, focus timeline, story concept of Lane, paint, order, Marmon's hate conflict. Oh, thank you. Replenishing. Should have wasted. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be divided into distinct projects. Project X 10032AW, codename Arbutus, will focus on studying the writing of Alan Wake with Diana Marmont serving as a project director. Project C 43210RL, codename Ramos, will focus on studying Rudolph Lane and his work with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project's assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during the reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success.
Why
Not
did you
after the
marry him?
years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
She got the witnesses involved or different writers. Let me get this one more.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team.
Mm-hmm.
Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
I wonder if they were affected by something externally. By the dark presence, by the scratch. Art is for analysis, not for admiration. Also, I wonder if the page she found was a page someone else created. I wonder if they're like entered a loop in which wait, I'll finish my thought.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow.
They created
It
a
became
loop
trapped,
when they write
stagnant, went
the
bad.
pages that
The truth was controlled here.
affect reality.
Art was not art, just
And then
content for the experiment.
react to the reality they created and then write more to affect the reality. If they created their own reality by writing it and then started reacting and made the whole loop out of the writing. I think it's possible. Why is everything empty? This room is too big.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
Oh yeah. Production part. Progress report. Typewriter brand investigation. Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with intent to use this particular brand for redacted and ATDs continued to be unsuccessful. Sources redacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house. Result news information makes agent. Result refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse. Result refused to discuss. Redacted. Result no useful information. Checked all available online and reused publication element pertaining to Alan Wake no useful information. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. ATDs will continue to be operated with available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, indicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand of type ink used in Wake's typewriter. Well, at least they're trying to be throughout. Whether any of this has ever been considered from an ethical point of view, I highly doubt it, but
This keycard won't get me in.
I need level 2. I wish I could have turned them off. I really wanted a typewriter when I was a teenager. But my parents were too practical. They said, you have a computer. Go have a Windows. Project Arbitr's research notes are e-content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, where utilitarian suspect in past cases involving the Golden Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must who wrote this? Probably have. I am Diana Moore. I must do so here and to address the matter being examined. With reference to any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, head of research and Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters of its story, making generalization and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion and prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing from this room, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? Determining. I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dedicated my entire career to NBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can we use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity, and theirs to control? A good question to ask.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow.
Oh.
I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
How did that go? wonder, because my memory is very spotty. What is that? Holy. If Dr. Darling disappeared from FBC, do we actually know that he disappeared from? Did we actually get told that he disappeared from NBC? We know that he's somewhere stuck in the dark place with Zane. This does not look good. Oh no, this does not look good at all.
Shit.
That's one word for it. Oh!
I can never say no to extra firepower.
But I don't think it's gonna help me with the faint people.
Huh. Back where I started.
Nope.
Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
But now there are enemies around. I had to check if my headphones were on the right side, because I keep hearing enemies from behind me and I don't like it. And I thought maybe
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release.
what feedback loop? Project Arbor's initial finding report and was
This
Franklin
contrived
Booker,
overlap rebounded on
born in
itself,
New York, New York,
compressing,
resides in New York, New York,
compounding,
married to
reflecting, and
Mr. Booker.
refracting. An urban
The
legend and a
Bookers,
murder
no
in
children, no
constant
dependents, but a
imbalance.
criminal and
Cause and
relations
effect
found,
hopelessly
located in
tangled.
Bright Falls, WA, as of 9/10/2023,
Arranged wrong, the
writer
dream
and
logic
director of 5
flawed,
stage
the
plays and
feedback
successful.
loop
Confirmed
doubled
artist
and
designation,
redoubled,
author,
out of
playwright.
control.
Disclaimer.
The
Background
pressure
investigation
kept
performed in
building,
a very short amount of
looking
time
for
for
release.
instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. Initial finding report Thomas
This
Madison Brooker,
contrived
born in Atlanta,
overlap
Georgia,
rebounded
and
on
lives in New York,
itself,
New York, married and Edward
compressing,
Brooker,
compounding,
Booker,
reflecting,
no
and
children, no
refracting.
dependents, no
An
criminal
urban
affiliations
legend and a
found.
murder in constant
Author of 3
imbalance.
commercially
Cause
successful
and
true crime
effect
books. First
hopelessly
publication was
tangled.
Poetry Collection, unsuccessful.
A ranged
artist
wall,
designation
the
author
dream
poet.
logic flawed, the
Background
feedback
investigation
loop
performed in a
doubled
very
and
short amount of time for
redoubled out
instruction.
of control.
As a result, the
The
information
pressure
contained in
kept
this report
building,
is not comprehensible
looking
to
for
their
release.
Ooh, finally. Finally. Actually, no. No.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself. Reflecting and refracting.
I see all there. But are you the someone's I can shoot, or are you someone's I cannot shoot?
The shadow is here.
Well, there's
Good thing I
someone
brought a
can shoot.
flashlight. Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Do I get drops from y'all? Really now. Will you let me in? Or are you locked forever? Are you locked forever? I missed the containers then. Okay, let's hug the wall. Just checking for things to pick up. me. I hear the sound in this room, which is why I don't want to run in the middle of it. There are things making noises behind me. And one of these days they're gonna start chasing me from behind, I'm pretty sure. But one of these days I'm in one of these loops. Like this guy.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk.
There's definitely shit going on outside. But I actually think I might stop here for today. Because of time limits. Seriously, the music is getting on my nerves. It's a bit too horror-y for me. A bit too much. The music is a bit too much. I love the soundtrack to this game, but this constant horror background is a bit, how do you say? At a certain point the pressure gets too much and you just start feeling annoyed rather than nervous or scared. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here and refresh next time. But it is time. There are things to do, especially tomorrow. And I hope we can continue. Actually, I wonder what did I think we were gonna play as Jesse in this DLC. I was confused. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. That's some delicious coffee. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, bye-bye. What's moral and wake later in the week, and then we'll see what else. Bye.